मैं सिर्फ एक आग्रह करूंगा महामहिम उपराष्ट्रपति से कि इस पर पुनर्विचार करें।
Looks like a Soviet-style midnight resignation.
कहाँ साइन किया गया था उसकी जानकारी तो नहीं थी। लगता है कि सत्ता पक्ष के लोगों को इसमें इंटरवेन करके और उनको फिर से वापस रखना चाहिए।
Very peculiar virus that's going around. I don't think he's resigned voluntarily, so it's very strange. Today we're headless.
कहीं न कहीं उन्होंने दबाव में इस्तीफा दिया है, उनकी भावना कहीं न कहीं आहत हुई है।
Probably is the first time in history that a vice president has resigned in such a shocking manner.
Normally, when somebody retires or resigns or goes away, we have a farewell speech. He didn't even wait for his farewell.
Viewers, what you just saw is an example or was an example of political opportunism. Concern on one side and caricature or contempt on the other. Both concern and contempt in one frame. The opposition has suddenly discovered respect and admiration for former Vice President Jagdeep Dhankhar, whose resignation, citing health concerns, sent shockwaves through the nation's political corridors. Viewers, the same voices that once dripped with venom, mocking and maligning him, now shed crocodile tears. This volte-face is not just a display of inconsistency. This is a PhD in hypocrisy that exposes the opposition's moral bankruptcy. Let us rewind to the not-so-distant past when Jagdeep Dhankhar, as the chairman of the Rajya Sabha and Vice President, was at the receiving end of ridicule and opposition's unrelenting attacks. The Congress and its allies, who now feign heartbreak over this departure, were relentless in their efforts to undermine him and his office. In December 2024, the opposition led by Congress moved a no-confidence motion against Dhankhar, accusing him of partisan behavior and bias towards the ruling party, the BJP. Viewers, this audacious move, which was dismissed after the opposition embarrassingly misspelled his name in the motion, was aimed to publicly humiliate Jagdeep Dhankhar. It was aimed at tarnishing Jagdeep Dhankhar's reputation as a constitutional officer. They painted him as a stooge of the Modi government, conveniently ignoring his consistent calls for decorum and his efforts to ensure parliamentary debates. Viewers, the mockery did not stop there. Opposition leaders, including Congress stalwarts and now LOP Rahul Gandhi, routinely made fun of Dhankhar's mannerisms and speeches. Rahul was filming it. Some went as far as mimicking his tone and gestures in public forums, like the video that you just saw. Kalyan Banerjee mimicking and Rahul Gandhi filming. They did everything to reduce a seasoned constitutional scholar and self-made leader to a caricature for cheap political points. Those who are now questioning the circumstances of his resignation have forgotten how they insulted him when he was in office. Viewers, just look at this video and then judge what the opposition leaders are saying. Dhankhar's vocal advocacy for farmers and his sharp critiques of judicial overreach were twisted by the opposition to portray him as a divisive figure. Can you believe it? And now the same ecosystem lauds him as a stickler for rules, norms, proprieties and protocol, who took both the government and the opposition to task in equal measure. Congress General Secretary Jairam Ramesh, who once spearheaded this impeachment motion against him, now waxes eloquent about Dhankhar's fearless advocacy for farmers and judicial accountability, urging Prime Minister Modi to convince him to reconsider his resignation. Viewers, Jairam Ramesh suddenly remembers that Dhankhar is a Kisan Putra. This audacity and the hypocrisy is staggering. The opposition's sudden love for Jagdeep Dhankhar is a ploy to exploit his resignation for political mileage, nothing else. One Congress MP, Mallu Ravi, speculated that Dhankhar's exit was due to what he said was political ill health linked to BJP's brand of politics. But he conveniently forgets Congress's role in hounding Dhankar when he was in office. Then you have Pappu Yadav, the independent MP, who now accuses the BJP of pushing Dhankar to the edge. He was silent when his allies mocked the vice president, made a caricature out of him. Even Shiv Sena UBT MP Sanjay Raut, who is now hinting at big politics behind the resignation, had no qualms about dismissing Dhankar's tenure as biased when it suited his narrative. Viewers, Dhankar's resignation, whether prompted by health or other reasons, deserves respect, not exploitation. The opposition's crocodile tears are an insult to his legacy and a reminder of their own duplicity. They cannot erase their past insults with present-day hollow platitudes. Let's open this up. Ratan Sharda, Karan Verma, Professor Anwar Pasha, National Spokesperson of the RJD, Mr. Sarvanand, Spokesperson of the DMK, Vivek Srivastav, Sanjay Jha completes this panel. Sanjay Jha, have we forgotten how the opposition / ecosystem derided, ridiculed, mocked, insulted Jagdeep Dhankhar not too long ago? They wanted to bring a no confidence against him, and now they are suddenly saying that, look, he was a true Democrat, statesman, this, that, the other.
Good evening, Pranesh, and to the very eminent panelists on the program. Yes, the opposition was disgruntled with the chair. They had very legitimate reasons, and they moved a no confidence motion. The second point is more critical, which is, why is India today facing a constitutional crisis? And I think this question needs to be answered. And you know, since we are talking about democracy at great length, Pranesh, and you are now a seasoned journalist, let me bring, for the benefit of your panelists, who I'm sure already know, but for your viewers in particular, that yesterday, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of India, Mr. Gawai, told the great ED, the ED which is the alliance partner of the BJP, why are you fighting the political battles on behalf of the government? I mean, there cannot be a more serious indictment, Pranesh, of the way this country has been running under Mr. Modi for the last 11 years. Now, let me tell you, as far as Mr. Dhankar's issue is concerned, he's publicly stated there are health reasons, and why would we disbelieve that? There are a lot of rumors floating out there on social media, including, I'm sure the media knows what people are talking in hushed whispers. If we were truly a democratic society today, Pranesh, let me tell you, you and I would not be having this conversation, because Mr. Dhankar would have actually held a press conference and said what were the circumstances that triggered this extraordinary...
Mr. Jha, he's already put out a letter. Why are you waiting for a press conference? He's put out a letter. What is the secrecy here? He cited, you know, health concerns, and wait for Mr. Dhankar to speak. You're not answering the first question. Look, everything about the ED, what the CGI said, all that is there. We did a story all day, yes, you know, on Times Now about about the observations of the CGI. But the question, Mr. Jha, is this, and I am asking you with all humility, is this not hypocritical on part of the opposition to now shed crocodile tears?
Why I object to the term hypocrisy and crocodile tears. As we all know, we are all mature adults who are part of the political ecosystem, whether as a journalist or as a player. The truth is, in politics, you live a very fluid existence. And what is the reality today? The reality is that India is witnessing what is supposed to be a constitutional post, the second most important in terms of his august halo after the President of India, resigning dramatically.
Mr.
And
Jha,
let me tell you, that is so...
I would have, 1 minute. By the way, let me first say, 1 minute. You may be a player. I am neither a player. I have no interests. I am here to do my job. Are principles fluid? Can principles be fluid? It can't be. Principles are principles. But Mr. Jha, you see, this outrage about and your lament on democracy and the state of affairs, I would have accepted all of this had you taken a, position against the ecosystem / opposition, when they mocked and insulted Mr. Dhankhar, many people said, and I have the comment, they said, what is the big deal? This is mimicry, should be taken in the right spirit. So, Mr. Saravanan, let me ask you this. What do you make of the kind of commentary now by the opposition leaders who have now suddenly found love and respect for Mr. Dhankhar?
Yeah, see, there is no love lost. There are two aspects which you are muddling together, or rather the BJP is muddling together both. There is one thing, we all know the caliber of Mr. Jagdeep Dhankhar. We all know what he did in West Bengal as the governor. He trampled upon the constitution. He went ahead of his powers and gave a tough time, which he is not supposed to do in West Bengal, and that is the only reason why he was promoted, why he was made the vice president of our country. And what he did as vice president, as a lawyer, as a practicing lawyer, I am very happy that Mr. Jagdeep Dhankhar has resigned his post, because he does not fit to hold that post. Someone, a senior lawyer who is holding a constitutional post, continually mocking the constitution and making disparaging remarks against the Supreme Court and bringing a new theory. Probably the RSS and the BJP are fond of this theory that Parliament is supreme. In our constitution, nobody is supreme, only the constitution is supreme. And constantly he spoke about it. He derided the constitution. I am very happy he's out. This is one aspect. And the way he treated the opposition in Rajya Sabha, nobody will be happy. He is a very undignified. He debased that position. So that is one aspect. But there is one more angle to this, that is the office of vice presidentship. Can that be treated just like that, such a cavalier fashion? Our leader, Rajya Sabha leader, Mr. Trichy Shiva, says, I was there with him until 5:30.
Mr.
We were having
Saravanan,
a
look,
meeting.
you have all the right to celebrate his resignation. You are not fond of Mr. Dhankhar, it's okay. You know, no one is forced to like someone else. But even if you don't like a constitutional functionary, there is this basic respect that one must extend. Now, there are some people on the panel that I don't like, but they are still there. You know, at least 3 times a week, I try and reason with them. So, Mr. Saravanan, you are saying, and I have your statement, that I welcome his decision. But look what your ally is saying. Congress leader Mr. Pramod Tiwari, he is saying this is shocking. I would urge him to reconsider. He was well versed in parliamentary knowledge, served as a voice for the farmers. This is dark day in parliamentary history. This is your alliance partner, Congress party. And Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, he was in the LOP, then was filming. Let's pull out those pictures. Then look at this. Kalyan Banerjee, TMC MP, is mimicking and mocking the VP. Rahul Gandhi is filming. Rahul said, what wrong have I done? So look at these pictures. Vivek Srivastava is laughing. He comes on the show, laughs throughout, and then when clips are made, people have a laugh. That's all that he does. But I'll come to you. Professor Pasha, जो लोग मजाक उड़ा रहे थे कल तक और एजेंट बोल रहे थे पता नहीं क्या क्या बोला स्टूज. Mr. Saravanan, I'll come to you, sir. I'll come to you. Let's get opening remarks from everyone. वो आज प्रोफेसर पाशा वो आज बोल रहे हैं कि देखिए वो तो बहुत ही महान व्यक्ति थे, उनको ये इस्तीफा रिकंसिडर करना चाहिए.
Mr. Pranesh, a very good evening. You are right. We had many differences with the style of functioning of Mr. Dhankhar. There is no, I think there is no doubt in it. We had many differences. We expressed our differences. We opposed that functioning, his style of functioning. And that is our right. He may be wrong at many, occasions. But despite all this, we have to say that the way he has been forced to quit the post, this is not acceptable. We do not approve it. We must respect the post of vice president. The way he has been ousted, This is sheer disrespect of that post also. That is our
Professor
concern.
Pasha, who told you that this is the way in which he has been asked to leave, ousted, as you are saying? किसने बताया आपको? ये चिट्ठी में तो उन्होंने नहीं लिखा है.
Not a single person in this country is convinced that he has resigned due to the health reason. This is not going to convince anybody. Everybody knows that till yesterday he was fine. He was conducting the house, functioning of the house. He had planned to visit even his home state, Rajasthan. All these plans were there. It shows that he is quite well. But something might have happened. Something has definitely happened. Sure. Something has happened between him and the party and the Modi ji and other leaders of the BJP.
I'll tell you, sir.
That's why
Mr. Dhankar was upset when someone sent him a clip of the mimicry done by Kalyan Banerjee, which is why he quit. Will you buy this theory?
Then why he didn't quit at that time?
You will decide when he will quit. He felt bad. उनको बुरा लगा, उन्होंने resign कर दिया.
Position for his quitting the post. He should have done it at that time only. Why now suddenly?
Why now?
He was conducting the house and within 2-3
Karan Verma, can you fathom this concern, outpouring of love and respect from the opposition for Mr. Dhankar?
Firstly, Pranesh, Anwar Pasha ji just said that he was forced to quit. So Anwar Pasha ji, not everybody is like Lalu Prasad Yadav, who when convicted is forced to quit as MP. And if there was an ordinance that had to come, it was Rahul Gandhi who mimicked tearing that apart. So not everyone is forced to quit. There are sometimes genuine reasons where people step down out of decency because of health reasons also. So that is number one. Secondly, he said no one is convinced. No one is convinced about Rahul Gandhi also after 93 losses. Still the Congress continues shoving Rahul Gandhi down our throat. So, let's not compare apples and oranges. Now, as far as the mood of the issue is concerned, Pranesh, here is a man who attends the first day. The fact that he's attended the first day means it was not pre-planned. Health, God forbid, health concerns can come knocking on your door any time. And there are times when you think that you can muster yourself through that, and then there are times when you finally give in and understand that for the dignity of the office you need to perhaps step down. The fact that he stepped down after the first day shows that this all the more attests the fact that this wasn't premeditated. And this fake concern, Pranesh, this party, whether it's the Congress party, they've never respected elders and constitutional people of their own party. PV Narasimha Rao's mortal remains weren't allowed to enter AICC headquarters. The president that time, Jawaharlal Nehru, said you don't have to attend Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's funeral. Sharmishta Mukherjee is on record how Pranab Da was insulted after he passed away and also when he got the Bharat Ratna award. So this party talking about concern for an elderly person or for a constitutional position, it reeks of hypocrisy. It is a complete lie. And look, I must appreciate here that at least Mr. Saravanan has clearly come on record, unlike those who are acting that, oh, we are feeling bad for him. At least he's owned up that he never liked the man. And by the way, let me tell him, when he says that his track record as a governor, he called out the bluff of post-poll violence, and today we have a conviction in West Bengal of post-poll violence. He is the man who stood up and took the bull by its horns, whether as governor, whether as Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister of State, or as the Speaker. And he will go down as someone who took the bull by its horns.
But you're right,
So
there is no hypocrisy as far as, Mr. Sarvanan's position is concerned. If he was not happy with Mr. Dhankar, he is saying so. Mr. Sarvanan plays with a straight bat. It's just that, bouncers pe duck kar jate, that's okay. On difficult deliveries, what do? You let it go. Before I bring in Vivek Srivastav, who I know क्या बोलेंगे वो, रतन शारदा जी, एक वीडियो है, इतने इंस्टेंसेस हैं, मजाक उड़ाया, नो कॉन्फिडेंस मोशन ले आए, एडमिट नहीं हुआ क्योंकि स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक कर दिया, और आप सडनली बोल रहे हैं कि उनको रिकंसिडर करना चाहिए अपना डिसीजन. सर, Mr. Sharda, can you hear me? Okay, we'll try and fix that line. Vivek Srivastava, आप ही बोलिए, चाइनीज कंस्पिरेसी है ये?
देखिए, बड़ी क्लियर सी बात है। नहीं, चाइनीज कंस्पिरेसी नहीं है, ये मोदी साहब की कंस्पिरेसी है। 6 बजे शाम तक तो सब ठीक ठाक था, तो 9 बजे इस्तीफा क्यों? 6 o'clock स्टाफ वाज बिजी फिक्सिंग मीटिंग्स फॉर हिम, और यहां करण वर्मा बैठ के कह रहे हैं सेहत खराब हो गई साहब। तो 3 घंटे में क्या हुआ? हमें भी तो कुछ बताओ। कोई मेडिकल रिपोर्ट, कोई अस्पताल, कोई कुछ नहीं। प्राइम मिनिस्टर का स्टेटमेंट नहीं, प्राइम मिनिस्टर का ट्वीट नहीं, फेयरवेल पार्टी नहीं, निकाले गए।
1 मिनट, प्राइम मिनिस्टर का ट्वीट नहीं? विवेक श्रीवास्तव, 1 मिनट। प्राइम मिनिस्टर का ट्वीट देखा आपने? लेट मी पुल आउट दैट ट्वीट। प्राइम मिनिस्टर का ट्वीट है, प्राइम मिनिस्टर का ट्वीट है विवेक श्रीवास्तव। डोंट मिसलीड द व्यूअर, डोंट डू इट। लेट्स पुल आउट द प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स ट्वीट। आप बोलिए क्या बोल रहे हैं?
बताइए, ट्वीट बताइए, टाइम बताइए, ट्वीट बताइए। हाँ, अब ये
चल रहा है, देखिए।
चाटुकारिता की सारी पराकाष्ठा जो है खत्म करी, इनको नोबेल प्राइज मिलना चाहिए। आई वुड हैव गिवन नोबेल प्राइज टू जगदीप धनखर फॉर बीइंग द बिगेस्ट चाटुकार एवर as the governor of West Bengal.
Very good. Sir, look at the language that you are using for a constitutional functionary, Vivek Srivastava, and then, you don't even bat an eyelid before raising a placard that has Jai Samvidhan written on it. Shameless behavior. Chatukar. Our governor is a chatukar. The vice president, former vice president was a chatukar. Is this the discourse that we've come to? Haven't you heard Sanjay Jha, Mr. Sarvanan? They've expressed the point, sir, but look at the restraint in language. We have to have responsible commentary, Mr. Vivek Srivastava. Don't do this. This is not some podcast going on. आप लगता है पॉडकास्ट पे जा के आप भूल जाते हैं कि ये न्यूज चैनल है।
अरे भाई साहब, जब आप अंट बंट किताबों को कोट करके प्राइम मिनिस्टर मनमोहन सिंह को ह्यूमिलिएट करते हैं कह के,
कौन सा किताब है?
एंड सो मेनी वेग बुक्स, एयर मार्शल सेड that we were ready for the war.
Air Marshal has said it.
Was so scared.
Air Marshal has said it, Vivek Srivastava. आप बताइए, when the opposition was mocking Mr. Dhankhar, how are they suddenly saying that no, we respected him, he was a stickler for rules, बहुत बड़े वो ज्ञानी थे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के। ये अब समझ में आ रहा है?
Listen, he was a man, he was a very, ना किसी को समझ में नहीं आ रहा। Entire opposition India Alliance एक है। This gentleman did not let the parliament function the way it should. He was undemocratic. However, being on a constitutional position, if the ruling party and the government forces him to resign, that is also morally wrong. Follow the rule book. Follow the constitution. Follow it the way. You cannot pressurize the vice president. कि निकलो बाहर.
Where is the pressure? 1 minute. Where is the pressure? आपने चिट्ठी पढ़ी है? Have you read the letter? Have you read his resignation letter? Have you read his resignation letter, Vivek Srivastava?
पैनल पे क्यों नहीं है? किसी चैनल पे नहीं है। इस डिबेट में बीजेपी नहीं है किसी भी चैनल पर। They are running away from the debate because they have nothing to say and they know that the nation is questioning them. Where is the BJP? Why is it not
what
there?
do I do if the BJP hasn't come? That's a fair question. Where is the BJP? It's a fair question. Where is the BJP? But if there is no BJP, why are you going after Mr. Dhankhar? Show some restraint in language, sir. That's all. Vivek Srivastava, सवाल सही है कि बीजेपी कहां है, लेकिन उसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि ये फोर्स्ड रेजिग्नेशन है। चिट्ठी में लिखा हुआ है फोर्स्ड रेजिग्नेशन। हाउ आर यू डिड्यूसिंग दैट दिस इज अ फोर्स्ड रेजिग्नेशन? रतन शारदा, Karan, I'll come to you.
See, Mr. Vivek Srivastava, nothing to lose. He has no party worth naming. He has no members anywhere. He's just squeezed into one corner, other corner of India. So he can come and do any kind of bakwas here on the TV because nothing to lose. He can name Jagdeep Dhankhar ji in any way, it's fine. But when he says he did not allow the parliament to function, is he joking or is he is plain, amnesia patient? Because we know how the parliament of both the parliaments, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, have been turned into battleground where you don't speak, you simply shout, you carry placards and force adjournments in every session. Every session starts with a fake story, then there is huge outrage. The parliament doesn't function, it keeps on getting adjourned, bills are not passed, and in that condition Mr. Dhankhar tried to bring some sense of house in Rajya Sabha, which was nearly equal strength of Congress group and BJP grouping, and still he managed, and he had to be upfront. What is wrong with that? As far as West Bengal is concerned, we should be ashamed the way the law and order situation went from bad to worse, and he actually saved the constitution by coming to the help of the people and forcing courts to take a decision where TMC was found wanting and was forced to take SIT, to have cases registered and save the people. So if governor doesn't do it, what does he do? He just sits in the air-conditioned office and inaugurates and cuts tapes? No, sorry, that's not the way it is looked upon. And the people who say constitution, he destroyed constitution, Mr. Saravana just said it, he should realize from which party is coming. He comes from a party which stretches the constitution to any limit till it breaks down. Whether it's question of federalism, whether it's question of linguistics, whether it's question of NEET or anything to do with law. So for them to say that Mr. Dhankhar actually stretched the constitution, sorry, he saved it. When he talks about of impeachment of judges, what's wrong in that? Aren't you supporting it? When he says that that courts are not doing their job and they should prosecute a particular judge because the way he functioned, is he doing something some disservice to the constitution? Biggest thing, no confidence motion by the same parties in the worst possible manner which they lost, and they should be ashamed that they tried to impeach a person whom today they claim that he was doing a good job, and even not doing a good job. Is designation something new that has happened? Remember,
and Vivek Srivastava, you're right, Mr. Sharda. Vivek Srivastava has actually forgotten what Jairam Ramesh has said. To the extent possible, he tried to accommodate the opposition. He was a stickler for norms, proprieties, protocol, which he believed were being consistently disregarded in both his capacities. ये तो वो बोल रहे हैं, Vivek Srivastava. Congress party is saying this.
Absolutely. Listen. हम बड़े clearly कह रहे हैं. All opposition parties are of the view he favored the BJP out of turn. You know, I mean, he was favoring them. He was not acting neutral, and he compromised the position of the governor and the vice president of this nation, and as a person who was heading the Rajya Sabha, all three. He compromised them. He did not give the chance to the opposition as it should be.
One minute. You are showing no. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. I'm reading from what Mr. Jairam Ramesh has posted today. Vivek Srivastava, समझ तो आ ही रहा होगा आपको. I am sure you can understand. Mr. Jha, what should one make of this?
Pranesh, I want to make a couple of short points. Number one, that you're going to see a repeat of what Satyapal Malik had to undergo because of the public humiliation that he underwent when he later on had to resign or leave his job as a governor of Jammu and Kashmir. And ever since he left, the expose that he's done of the way Mr. Modi or Mr. Doval and Mr. Amit Shah handled post-Pulwama is of legend. It's one of the most sensational expose done on the Modi government. But let me add a point here. First and foremost, I'm very heartbroken, Pranesh, because you said on the program that you invite a couple of people and you just have to suffer them because you're a decent
I didn't say
man.
I have to suffer them. I didn't say those words. Sanjay Jha, I say what I want, please.
I'm pulling your leg. Let me get away with that. But here is the bigger point that I wish to make. That, listen, this is a constitutional authority. I agree that, the opposition was not very enamored of the way Mr. Dhankar conducted the entire sessions in the Rajya Sabha. But the position is sacrosanct. It has a certain consecrated character. And I think
I salute you, Mr. Jha, for saying that the position is sacrosanct. Then why was Rahul Gandhi making that video? And you know what he said? What Rahul Gandhi said when he was asked about that video? I have his quote. Here it is. MPs were sitting there. I shot the video. My video is on my phone. Media is showing it. Nobody has said anything. This is Rahul Gandhi. Defiant, brazen, unapologetic about what he did. And that's the video I'm talking about, Mr. Jha. So apply the principle that you are talking about, that positions are important.
So let me finish my point. I think Saravanan made an extremely pertinent observation using the right term, that the BJP has no business to treat a constitutional position in a very cavalier fashion. is disrespectful, is rude, is extremely repugnant, no matter what political differences you may have.
Mr. Jha, you are avoiding the straightforward question. Look at this video and tell me, was this not respectful? Was this not disrespectful? Or was this respectful? In any way, by any stretch of the imagination.
Tell you something. You know, you are giving me this as an example. People can have a view, agree or disagree.
No, what is your view? No, Mr. Jha, I want to know your view. I have great regards for you. Aap bataiye.
Gandhi has been abused in the most vulgar language that
so he will do this
in front of a family audience.
Mr. Jha, that is no response. Rahul Gandhi was trying to get back at the vice president because, you know, people made fun of Rahul Gandhi. Really? Mr. Sarvanan, is this the treatment that a vice president deserves?
See, Pranesh, that incident was done and dusted. Now,
where is the
this?
Sir, done and dusted. No, Mr. Sarvanan, done and dusted is okay, but where is the acknowledgement, apology, remorse?
Pranesh, let me. Pranesh, it was on an entirely different context, and trying to bring that here, you are doing grave injustice to viewers, or I don't know. In your point of view, maybe doing justice to those viewers.
No, I trust. No, sir, I know my viewers, so, you know, let's not get into that and let's leave it to their judgment. If the viewers think this is grave injustice to their intellect, then, you know, they will take a call. But I am asking you to take a position. The video that you see, is this respect or is this insult?
You are here to give your view, I am here to give my view. People are the absolute ultimate arbiters. Let them decide which is right, which is wrong. See, the thing is this. The most important question is this. NDTV is flashing the news that Mr. Dhankhar has been asked to resign because he was willing, he was pertinently asking for FIR against Justice Verma, and he also is willing to sign the impeachment motion against Justice Verma. Is the BJP protecting Justice Verma? That is the question you ought to have asked. Why nobody is talking about that?
Sir,
that is
wait, 1 minute, sir, 1 minute. Have you heard of Operation Order? That was not, no, 1 minute. Which channel did that show? Explosive, 1 minute, sir. Exclusive documents. The report was put out by Times Now, by our group editor-in-chief, Navika Kumar. That was not on NDTV or any other network. So, Mr. Sarvanan, don't tell us what to do with news, how it should be presented. 1 minute. We went after Justice Verma. We chased the mantris. We asked them to take a position. We said, why not impeach him if the man is, you know, not ready to resign? I am asking you to take a position. You can't say this, you know, this matter is done and dusted. What you see on your screen, is this right or wrong? Just say that, Mr. Sarvanan, it's okay. It's a simple question. You can say that this is wrong.
Pranesh, I am talking about an extremely important issue. Corruption in the higher judiciary. And the reports are saying that Mr. Dhankhar wanted to take the bull by its horn.
Okay.
But the BJP is covering.
Now, Mr. Sarvanan, let me ask you. You are saying, look, the BJP, Mr. Vivek Srivastava raised that point. Where is the BJP spokesperson? There is no one from the BJP here. So we will ask the BJP spokesperson when they appear. On this panel, there is no one from the BJP. But you answer this question. When opposition leaders were mocking the vice president, where was this outrage, this, you know, the platitudes that we've heard, even on the show? Where was Sanjay Jha? Sanjay Jha is not condemning Rahul Gandhi. You are not taking a position against Kalyan Banerjee. You are saying this is done and dusted. That's my problem.
Pranesh, are you comparing a harmless mimicry to denigrating the constitutional office?
This is harmless mimicry.
Are these comparisons equal? Let us leave
Mr.
that.
Mr. Sarvanan, I am sorry to say, but if someone tries this in Tamil Nadu, the person will be jailed, tortured in custody. You are saying this is harmless mimicry? Karan, this is harmless mimicry, it's okay.
So, Pranesh, you know, first of all, let me just call out their bluff. People like Vivek Srivastava are clearly confused, as oxymoronic as it may sound. He used that word for Dhankar ji, but largely all of them, till barely 48 hours back, were casting the worst aspersions on Dhankar ji, calling him a BJP stooge, RSS sympathizer, all these terms. And suddenly now, they believe that the BJP has got rid of him. So look how they tie themselves in knots. If going by their logic, he was towing their line, why would the BJP suddenly get rid of him? I mean, this is ridiculous. This is how you tie yourselves in knot and come across as confused. Secondly, on this Justice Verma case, where has the BJP ever shied away from condemning what they've seen, and where have they shied away in fact calling out the bluff of corruption in cases of judiciary? In fact, there have been times when they've run out of favor with the judiciary, and the Congress has come up and said that don't you respect the judiciary. And thirdly, Pranesh, on the point of why there is not a BJP spokesperson, I can understand why there is not a BJP spokesperson, because this is the hour to respect someone's privacy and not fan speculations on someone who's
but Karan, look, that is that is no defense that, you know, just because you want to respect someone, so they could have appeared on the show and then offered their respect and, you know, expressed their sympathy, etc. So on the third point, I have a difference. But Karan, on the second point, Vivek Srivastava, Mr. Saravanan, listen to this. Mr. Saravanan says, look, the BJP is wanting to protect Justice Verma. Anurag Thakur, Ravi Shankar Prasad, Rajiv Pratap, Rudy, all BJP MPs, they have signed on this memorandum on the impeachment motion to impeach Justice Verma. These are all BJP MPs, Mr. Saravanan. So why would the BJP have a problem?
Yeah.
Vivek Srivastava.
See, very clearly, number one, if a mimicry was done and a video made, it was in a lighter vein, and I justify it. Every day you don't let us speak. Every day you harass us. Every day हमारे नेता खड़े होकर के इश्यूज उठाते थे और आप दबा देते थे.
नहीं तो आप नहीं इश्यूज उठाते थे, दबा देते थे, तो आप क्या हथियार उठा लेंगे क्या? नहीं, क्या उठा लेंगे? ये क्या है? ये व्हाट ब्रांड? ये क्या? ये सर, ये चाइना नहीं है. इशू उठाते थे, दबा देते थे. यू आर जस्टिफाइंग इंसल्ट एंड देन यू से सेव संविधान. विवेक श्रीवास्तव सर, यू शुड टेक अ ब्रेक फ्रॉम टीवी डिबेट्स. आपको विपासना करना चाहिए, और इफ देयर इज एनी अदर थेरेपी यू नीड इट. विवेक श्रीवास्तव, इवन योर कॉलीग्स आर शॉक्ड. मिस्टर सर्वानंद डजंट नो व्हाट टू से. संजय झा इज एम्बैरेस्ड. प्रोफेसर साहब भी, उनको भी बुरा लग रहा है. आप क्या बोल रहे हो? जस्टिफाइंग इंसल्ट. आप बोल रहे हैं कि वो बोलने नहीं देते तो ऐसा करना चाहिए. रतन शारदा जी. मिस्टर शारदा, I think there's a problem in that line, but we'll have to shift our attention. I thank some of you for joining us on debate number 1. Let's shift our attention.